These is lived experiences. Welcome back to the Swang Glow Podcast Show, Do Rock Creek. It's an absolute pleasure to be back here at this round table amongst my round table family. Salute to everybody that was able to make this live, and most definitely salute to those of y'all that's able to catch it a little bit later. Now, look, before I jump into what I'm gonna jump into, please allow me this opportunity now to ask you, if you haven't already did it, to like, comment, share, and most definitely subscribe to the Swang Glow Podcast Show, Do Rock Creep. I would greatly appreciate it, man. We all would here at this roundtable family, because guess what? It helps us grow further into the algorithm. And becoming part of the family, as we grow further into the algorithm on this journey, all of y'all that come and become part of this family, take that journey and that trip with us. I promise you that you will not miss out on nothing. It won't cost you a dime to hit that subscription button. And please, if you feel the need to, jump in the chat and participate in the conversation, because I always encourage participation. My roundtable family know that better than anybody. So to those of y'all that's new, that ain't familiar with how we get down over here, I ask that you please respectfully respect everybody here at this round table. If anybody jump in this chat and put anything disrespectful or disrespect anybody, I promise you we got a place for you. We will not hesitate to send you there. Point blank, period. Okay, now, let me go ahead and get into what I came here to do. Right? Now, I've expressed my feelings towards guys that have went over to the PC SMY yards. Right? Now, I have to say this. I have to make myself perfectly clear, because I don't want to be misunderstood. I want people to understand where this directed anger and disgust is towards. Now, if you are a person that has made your way over to that yard, that's your choice as a man, right? And we are all entitled to do whatever we feel the need to do that's going to be to the benefit of our life, right? But what I have a problem with is the guys that go over there, right? And then just so happen to get out of prison and jump back on the gung-ho shit. Meaning running off at the mouth, feeling so comfortable and free to jump behind the camera and start popping off at the mouth. I can't respect it. I won't respect it. Point blank, period. Now, to those of y'all that have went over there and you're not doing none of that, you're going about your life, you know, you're living your life as a productive citizen, you're out the way, you're not jumping behind the camera, being a cell soldier, barking on dudes and all that, you know, and expressing criticism that is contradictory to how you've been living your life, right? If you're not doing none of that, then hey, more power to you, man. But I have to speak on this. My bro asked me, Creep, look, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to address this situation, because there's this Hispanic guy, right? And shout out to all the Hispanics too, all the real ones. Southsiders, Northaniels, all the real ones that ain't dropped out, that don't jump behind the camera on no racist shit, you know, they just living their life. They just doing their thing. Salute to all of y'all. Right? And in no way, shape, form, or fashion does this cast a shadow on any of y'all. Right? This is one person that I'm here to address. Right? And that's this Hispanic guy, a dropout, ex-Northaniel, who had a dishonorable discharge from his collective. And what I mean by dishonorable discharge is this man got stabbed up so many times when he was in the penitentiary, right? For violating whatever rule. I've told y'all how structured the Northaniels are, right? So best believe if one of them violate in any type of way, and I know this personally because I dealt with a number of them, some of the top guys. had real good relationships with the top guys, some of them. Okay, so I know how they get down, right? Now they're not gonna take you out just by chance, right? You have to have done something extremely foul and effed up. You feel me? And the person that I'm talking about is uh I don't know if I'm gonna say his name. I got to think of a name in place of his real name, right? Let's say 69, but subtract 10 from 69, right? Subtract 10 from 69, and then put a J on it, right? Now I'm pretty sure most of y'all have seen this video that has been circulating around. It's been a number of different podcasters that did reaction videos to this guy. You feel me? That 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 hey, I don't handle these type of people with kid gloves. I'm sorry. To each his own. However, anybody else's approach to this situation was, hey man, salute to y'all. You know, to each his own though, right? But I don't handle these people with kid gloves. And the only thing that I'm gonna go easy on about this person is actually saying their name, because these people are snitches. They will go drop a kite on you in a heartbeat and sit back and watch watch your whole little empire just crumble. They don't have a problem with it, right? But subtract 10 from 69 and put a J at the end, right? Now, this guy made a video extremely criticizing this situation that took place over the 4th of July holiday weekend in Compton, right? Now, again, this guy's a North Daniel. He's not even from Southern California. He's not even in good standings with his own people. But here it is. This person will feel so boldly to jump behind his camera, like I said, cell soldier buster shit, right? Jump behind his camera and so boldly would say that the people of Compton is weak. Now, let me say this. He did not highlight out in his video nobody else but blacks. He pointed out a number of rappers, current and present, all black. He showed these people's pictures in his video, right? He pointed out this specific incident that took place in Compton, bro, and expressed harsh criticism for a whole entire city, saying that they was weak. Now, I'm not from Compton. You feel me? So the only thing that I can do, being that I'm not from Compton, I can't touch that situation. However, I did send out the deepest sentiments to my bros that is from Compton. To my bro, Yael. Shout out to my bro, Yael, who was deeply, directly connected to this tragic situation. Right? Completely heartbroken over this. Understandably so. Understandably so. So I reached out to my bro, man, and it, expressed the deepest sentiments that I could to him. I hollered at him. We hollered. Right? And then I expressed the deepest sentiments that I could in the direction of that grieving city. Right? Now, all of us that's from Southern California know, man, we know the gang dynamics, that goes on in these different communities. And those of us that's from these communities, we have all the rights in the world to express how we feel, whether you are in agreement with how things are going or you are completely disgusted by it. Right? But we all understand this. But what I'm trying to understand is this. What the fuck gave this PC dropout, no good rat piece of crap, the right to jump out there and say that Compton is weak? You're talking about the blacks. You didn't highlight out none of the Southsiders. It's a whole bunch of Southsiders that's from Compton, bro. You didn't highlight out none of them. You put all blacks in your video. You no good piece of crap. Which in my eyes make it a racist attack by a PC, by a dropout, by a person that couldn't even stay in the good standings with his own people. Who the F gave you the right to call anybody weak, fool? You talking about a whole community, a city that you're not even from. And you doing this from the comfort behind your camera? How about you come down here to California, go to the city of Compton, where these different sections is highly populated with the same people you sat back and criticized and called weak. How about you go to their communities and stand before all these people and call them weak to their face? See, a buster like you ain't gonna do that. See, a buster like you, this is why I go so hard on the guys that's on the PC SNY 50-50 yards. This is why, because they do buster shit like this. They throw the rock and then they hide their hand. And this fool was so bold in his approach in his video where he actually said, I'm finna make all these people from Compton mad as a motherfucker, and I don't care. Spoken like a true buster. Like a true PC rat. How about you climb out of the crevices wherever you hiding at? 6'9", -10 with the J at the end. Come on up out that crevice, homeboy. Come face some of these people. Come stand face to face with these people. And hey, it's a lot of proud people from Compton, homie. It's a lot of proud people from Southern California, period. From all these sections down here. Motherfuckers is already grieving. Motherfuckers is already going through it. And here it is, you of all people, you, a PC dropout that can't even stand in good standards with his own people. This fool actually got stabbed the fuck up when he was in prison so many times. He was in the cell crying for mama. He was begging the guards, begging them, please get me out of here. He's trying to kill me, please. He's snitching and getting stabbed up at the same time. This buster. This same buster that say Compton is weak. I would never be able to respect that, bro. And how these motherfuckers is getting so bold to jump out there with all this rah-rah. All this rah-rah. See, that comes from a lot of y'all embracing these fools. That comes from a lot of y'all actually watching their content and pumping them up and making them feel bold enough to be able to sit calmly behind their camera and say, I'm finna piss off all y'all and I don't care. Everybody from Compton finna be mad at me and I don't care. Like you give a fuck about the people, the lives that was lost. You piece of shit. This is the same person. This is the same person. Bro. He took all that time to make the video, right? And all he highlighted out was the blacks, right? He did all this bitch shit, right? My thing is this here. You had a Hispanic guy in Houston just 48 hours ago, 48 to 72 hours ago, who was tragically gunned down by ICE for no reason. I just spoke about this and I sent my condolences to that family. There was no harsh criticism for no Hispanics. I sent my condolences to the people because that was a messed up situation. And I left it alone. Why he didn't attack that situation? Why he didn't speak on that situation? Motherfucker, these are the people that's actually targeting the Hispanic race, period. ICE. That's a big thing right now. But here it is, this PC rat, this dropout, no good piece of shit. take the approach of attacking blacks that's grieving right now? Nigga, we know what the fuck going on in Compton. We know what's going on in all these cities down here in Southern California. Are we in agreement with it? No, we not. But I don't agree with nothing that he said in his video. To you dudes, again, to those of y'all that did reactions to this guy's video, man, to each his own. Everybody's approach is different. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm not handling none of these buster ass niggas with kid gloves. How dare y'all, bro? How dare y'all? He's allowed. You know, I agree with this. I don't agree with nothing that fool said. Nigga, we know what's going on down here. We know what the problems is. Why the fuck you think I come on here every single day telling people I don't encourage no gangbanging shit? I want these kids to have better futures for themselves. You think I like jumping up, looking up, and seeing all this fucked up shit going on in the world that involve my people, that involve the same culture that I come from? Hell no, and it's a whole bunch of us that don't. But we don't need no rat ass piece of shit making no video. You know what I'm saying? Just highlight not all the blacks. It's Hispanics in Compton too. They got shit going on the same as blacks. As far as the gang banging, the shooting, the deaths, and all that shit. This buster ass nigga ain't said nothing about none of that. He just pointed out this tragedy that's still fresh. The family got to look up and see this PC ass nigga voicing his opinion about this situation. You know what I'm saying? He just completely overlooked the situation with ICE that's going on with the Hispanics. But me, my approach to that, I seen it, I acknowledged it, expressed, remorse for it happening to this man because he shouldn't be dead. But here it is, you got a piece of shit, this whisker having ass, cheese eating motherfucker, right? Jumping behind his camera. Oh, I'm finna piss some people off. That's racing, bro. And y'all biting on this shit. Biting on it. And then putting on kid gloves. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck all that, bro. Where the pride at? In the midst of tragedy, we supposed to have pride. Irregardless of what the fuck is going on in this gang culture, we still supposed to have a certain level of pride. There shouldn't have been nobody handling this situation or doing no reaction. Just my humble opinion. Handling this situation with this fool with kid gloves. No, I'm not in agreement with nothing he said. Nothing. We know what the problem is down here. We know what it is, and we know what it's going to take to correct it. And until people is willing to be bold enough to correct a lot of this shit that's going on, you know what I'm saying? Then, hey, but we don't need no outside influences like this piece of shit. This is a man that got stabbed up 100 times in his cell by his cellmate because he was a piece of shit rat. Period. Period. And then after he got stabbed up, they put him back on the yard. He get whooped out. He get whooped out as soon as he step out his cell. Then guess what he do? See, I seen an interview that he did on PC Jumper, right? Where he was like, PC Jumper, oh my God, home of the rats, right? This dude go on there and say that when all this happened to him, they sent him to a 50-50 yard because it kept happening, right? Which is false, which is a lie, right? Which is a lie. You can get into as many incidents as you want, right? The only way you're going to get over there if you tell them, look, my life is in jeopardy. This is going to keep happening. I can't stay on the main line. As y'all can see, I keep getting stabbed. I keep getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be like, oh, okay, sign this paper. You have good reason. Sign this paper, and we're going to send you. They don't just put you over there. If you don't request it, they just going to bounce you from prison to prison. Period. I've told y'all about one of the bros. I'm not gonna say his name, because it's although this was a guy that I used to fuck with all the time. He used to cut my hair, right? He had a situation with his homies where they had a green light on him. So everywhere he went, he was getting took off on, right? But guess what? He didn't go PC. He did not go PC. Not at all. And I'm talking about when I say getting took off on over and 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 over again to the point where he actually gained back his homeboys' respect. They like, man, nah, he okay. All right. And they took the green light off of him because he took his bumps and bruises how he had to. Period. So to these guys that lie and say one or two incidents, they send you to a 50-50. They don't never say PC yard no more. Or after that, they sent me to the to the 50-50 yard. The lies that these people tell, bro. And this is something this fool said. And then he also said they got him labeled as a NGN, a no good Northaniel, which is different from being a dropout PC, right? Come on, man. Come on. Okay, well, if that's the case, go back to your section, Buster. Go back to your hood. Go back to being a Northaniel. He came. Because guess what? He crossed over to the other side. And just like with every group, you know, that do that, how it was supposed to be, once you go there, there's no coming back. Now these busters is finding themselves behind these cameras, right? In the protection of a whole different state, locked in a little bitty room by themselves, woofing, talking shit. This fool talking about Compton looking weak. Nigga, you look weak. Period. I get tired, bro, of jumping up, bro, and seeing these dudes getting bolder and bolder and bolder every single day. Bolder and bolder, bolder every single day. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But see, the solution to that is this. Just like I've been saying, we gotta stop giving these dudes these likes, these views, this attention. Because they're no good. This is a person that got stabbed up multiple times and ended up on. Look, y'all gotta pay attention. I want all y'all to pay attention to a lot of these dudes. When y'all see them doing the interviews, how angry and mad they be. They come out punching and swinging when the PC is brought up, when the SMY is brought up, when the 50-50 is brought up. They come out punching and swinging. They be so mad and angry and bitter, right? F the game. F the main line. The whole world is 50-50. The main line is 50-50. They got homosexuals on the main line. They got this on the main line. They got that. They be so mad. Right? These are the same people that live under the same rules and regulations that I live up under right now. That got X'd out the game for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, they got X'd out the game, right? Ended up on their yard. And their teachings, once they get over there, once they become the deuce fivers, the prison snitch gang, or if not the deuce fivers, the GBG, the gay boy gangsters, right? One of the two, right? Once they get over there and they get up under that structure and those teachings, well, really, it ain't no structure, but once they get up under those teachings, hey, guess what? They're going to come out just like all of them you see, right? And it's a whole bunch of them that's on YouTube right now, right? And it's crazy because all of them have fucking big platforms. All of them got big platforms, all of them. And there's people that's actually listening to these pieces of shit, right? And thinking that the rhetoric bullshit that's putting out there is truth and real. And it ain't. So guess what? Guess who always gonna be the threat? Me. Why? Because take a look around at my background. Take a look around at this. Nigga, I'm in prison. I'm currently in prison on a level 4 general population mainline yard. Still living up under those rules and regulations that they got ran up out of. That's a fact. I'm still living up under that. And I've been living up under that same structure for the past, altogether, bro, over 35 years. Okay? I ain't went PC. I ain't went 50-50. I ain't went SNY. And guess what? Although I've been in here all for 31 years straight, with 35 years to my credit of prison time, right? I'm not angry and bitter. I'm not mad. I don't have to come out punching and swinging, at the air when certain things is being brought up. Right? That's not my character. My direction is to feed the youth and the public the truth about this shit. Right? My plan is to try to keep as many people as I possibly can out of this shit. I've told y'all, the last thing that I ever want to do is make this shit seem like it's cool. To make it seem like this gangbanging shit is cool and direct people, kids, to go do the same shit that got me in here with life and been in prison all these years away from my family. That's a hateful motherfucker. Anybody that you see that would encourage the youth and the public to go gangbang and to go commit crimes, to put themselves in a fucked up position like what I'm in right now, right? That's an evil motherfucker, point blank, period. So again, I challenge y'all, go to some of these guys that have that PC title connected to their names. Look at some of their interviews when the PC SNY 50-50 thing subject is brought up. And look how furious and angry they get. And how bad they start talking about the main line, gang banging and all this. But yet and still, these guys still go, they say, they go back to their hood. They can go back to their hood. That they still good with these people. They're still in good standings with these people. However, but you're so mad and angry and bitter. Right? Come on, man. Make it make sense. This piece of shit, 69 minus 10 with a J at the end. Bro, this fool criticized their whole entire city by describing them as weak. Compton is the last thing that Compton ever has been or probably will ever be is weak. Do you not understand some of the greatest things have come about that city? Some of the greatest minds, some of the greatest talents. I'm not even from Compton, and I know that. And I got to give respect where respect is due. And that's with a whole bunch of these sections down here in Southern California. I'm a proud Southern California guy. I can't say the same about the gangbanging aspect of, the life choices that I made. But just being a Southern California guy, I'm a proud Southern California guy, just like a whole bunch of my buddies that's from down here from all these different sections are. So you have to take great disrespect when you see somebody that ain't even from down here. And even if they was from down here and they took the approach that this weirdo took, right? Hey, I'm just not that civilized to not be disturbed by seeing somebody that's less than expressing such harsh criticism, especially during these times when you have people's families that's still grieving. This shit is still fresh, bro. These people are not even buried yet, bro. You feel me? They're not even buried yet. But here it is. You got this fool call himself Point. Now shit. It's an attack on blacks. It's an attack on that whole city. Period. By a person that went PCSNY that got stabbed up multiple times. Ain't no way. I can't let it slide. I don't care. And I'm not finna tippy toe around it. I'm not finna handle this fool with kid gloves or any of that. You feel me? Point blank period. A rat don't get that. A rat ain't supposed to get that. There's supposed to be no sympathy for a person of you. How about you? You making a video talking about you don't care if nigga you finna piss. He purposely did this shit. Now look, we're all talking about this piece of shit. But guess what? I don't have a problem with talk because my approach is not gonna be the same as everybody else's. I don't give a fuck. That's the difference between me and everybody else that did these reaction videos to this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? That actually ran his content and his bullshit footage. You know what I mean? Expressing these harsh criticisms on the whole entire city and calling them weak. When you the one that got stabbed up and PC'd up off the yard, no, you the weak motherfucker. You the type of person that will get pissed on each and every time. You the type of person you got to sneak and hide everywhere you go. I challenge 69 minus 10 with a J at the end to come out of the crevices of wherever he's hiding at. Go show your face down there in that city and express those sentiments to those people, those proud people. Express that to their face and see how that turned out for you. Period. Period. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I did not mean to ignore my roundtable family. Let me get to y'all real quick and I'm gonna get back on this fool. Yeah, I'm not done with it. Fuck that. Artifacts. Salute to you, my brethren, man. I send my love and respect to you as always, Brody. Glad you was able to make the live. King Grover, what's up, bro? Send my love and respect to you as always. Groove, my groove brethren. Time Bomb. Salute to you, Time Bomb. Glad you was able to make the live, Brody. Time Bomb said, hold on, I'm from Compton. That's right. Salute to Compton, Brody. King Grover said, it's been quite a few internet incidents recently in Compton with these Mexicans. Time Bomb said, we said about the 4th of July shit. King Grover said, where he from? He from the guy that I'm talking about from up north. He from the Bay Area somewhere. Bobby J, what's up, bro? Glad you was able to make the live. Salute to you. Time Bomb said, yeah, right. He would lose his chin. LOL. Absolutely. I know that, Time Bomb. Trust me. Busters like him, they gonna stay hiding. They gonna stay. He's a rat. You know what rats do? They scurry around, you know, in the crevices, in the dark, where they can barely be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what rats do. He's a rat. He's a dropout rat, a snitch. Face the Music. What's up, Brody? Shout out to you, man. I send my love and respect to you as always. You feel me? He said, Face the Music said, might be a play to pit Compton Mexicans against blacks in Compton by using his race to misrepresent who he actually speaks for. And that's why I made it clear in the beginning of this, right, that this in no way, shape, form, or fashion cast a shadow up on the Hispanics as a whole, whether they're Southern Hispanics or Northern Hispanics. This dude is a piece of shit dropout. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been a play to try to make that happen, but no, people are not stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost positive that none of them, whether they're northern or southern Hispanics, endorse this bullshit. I'm almost positive of that. You know? Artifact said because they got protection. Yeah, they got protection. They on the PC yard. Jake Brown, what's up, Brody? I send my love and respect to you, man. Glad you was able to make the live, big bro. King Grover said Revenge of the Rats and Marks. Yeah, bro. And that's exactly why I will always, especially on a situation like this, when bro asked me to do this, oh, without a doubt, I'm on it. I seen people doing reaction videos to this fool, right? And I was just watching this shit, shaking my head like, so y'all really gonna tippy toe around this and be as diplomatic as you possibly can when it comes to a rat, huh? Well, my approach ain't finna be nothing like that. To each his own. But me, nah, hanging by his motherfucking toe. C6528 said, how long you got? Hopefully not too much longer, Brody. The Kid, he said, for anyone saying anything about Mexicans, search they fucking dude up before anything. He is a northern dropout, and after he dropped out, he joined a PC gang. Okay, so you must be of Hispanic descent. And the kid, the kid 4152. Hey, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show, and I don't know if you heard what I just said, right? In no way, shape, form, or fashion does this cast a shadow on the Hispanic race, northern or southern, as a whole. I said this is one individual, okay? One individual. This is one person that I am attacking. I know he's a dropout. But thank you for that tidbit of information, the kid. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you was able to make the live. Salute to you for joining us, bro. King Groover said, "A no good, anything equals all bad." Absolutely. Man, you see how they try to soften the blow on what's actual factual about them being PC rats and all this shit? You see how they try to soften the blow on that? Always, it's always they go over to the PC yards, bro. It's almost like they get a study guide, right, on certain things to say when it comes to them making the decision to go over there, right? It's almost like they all get the same bullshit study guide. And I swear that's why I challenge y'all. Go look at some of these fools' videos that have the PC shit attached to them, and you're gonna see all the anger and the same fucking sentiments expressed when it comes to how they been getting down. That's a fact. Venice 2 times. Shout out to Venice 2 times, man. I'm glad you was able to make the live, Brody. Salute to you. He said, you up there with any shorelines? Yep, I am. Yep. KD Nitty, salute, man. Glad you made the live, man. I appreciate you for doing that. He said, get them likes up. Dow moves and key waves. Get them likes up. Salute. Red and blue make green. That's right, KD Nitty. We on the same team, Brody. For real, for real. Marcel, what they say? Marcel A. Beretta. He said, collect their DNA and offer it up to a high priest or priestess. The kid said, yep, thank you, sir. Fuck that dude and people before anyone assumes anything. Please do your research, cause that dude ain't from the South or active. Hey, the kid, man. Hey, bro. I embrace and invite all the real and all the righteous. Right? Southern, northern, although it ain't no northerns that occupy our space here, right? However, like, come on, man. Come on, bro. We ain't on no BS here. Right? Ain't nobody getting attacked here. Right? That's why I made it perfectly clear. And I will continue to do that if need be, right? Make it perfectly clear, right? that this is one person that jumped out there and did this bullshit. This is one person that jumped out there and said this bullshit, right? Now, if anybody else have done this, I'm not aware of it. The reason why I'm aware of this 69 minus 10 with a J at the end, right, is because there has been a number of different content creators doing reaction videos to this fool, right? And I don't think that the response to the bullshit that he was saying was harsh enough, right? But again, to each his own. To each his own. I'm not here to attack no other content creators. That's why I said, my approach is definitely going to always be different than everybody else's, right? Point blank, period. You feel me? So yeah, we not here to attack nobody, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm glad you was able to make it to the round table. You are always invited. Your voice definitely matter. Your opinion as well. You feel me? But we're definitely attacking this one piece of shit dropout rat. This cheese-eating SMY PC rat, right? Who got blasted out his boots multiple times when he was in prison, right? Couldn't withstand the test of time amongst his own collective, right? Gave a bullshit ass story as to why it happened to him. Gave a bullshit ass reason and excuse on how they supposed to have labeled him a no good Nathaniel instead of a piece of shit dropout like he is, a rat like he is. Oh, I didn't tell the people how the money was being made and who's holding it, and I didn't give up no information on the family and this and that and blah blah blah. Man, you's a lie. All lies. All lies. Oh, they sent me over to a 50-50. You don't get sent to no fucking 50-50 for getting stabbed. He admitted he got stabbed a whole bunch of times. Damn near killed. Damn near killed, and he begged for his life. He screamed at the top of his lungs inside that cell. He was in a cell just like this one, the one that I'm in right now. He was in a cell just like this. So imagine being in here. Look at this. I wish I can show y'all the whole cell. If I move this around, I'm liable to lose my signal. But look at this though, bro. He's in the cell just like this, getting stabbed the fuck up with a big knife, right? He described getting stabbed in his head, in his face, in his neck, in his arms, in his chest, in his back, in his stomach, right? A number of times. He's in there screaming like a motherfucker. Save me! Deputy! Deputy Sheriff! CO! He's calling all these other motherfuckers, nigga, you in a state prison. He's screaming for his life to be saved. Finally, they saved him. Right? This is why he's so mad and angry and bitter. They take those situations over to the PC yards with him. Right? And then they get handed that PC S&Y manual book, right, of hatred for the structure that they was once under. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to be mad at me. You're supposed to be mad at the guys that got this happening, that got people stabbing each other, and they want you to catch life and do all this time, and they walk out the door. Man, come on, miss me with that fake propaganda bullshit. Fake propaganda bullshit. And even if motherfuckers are prison is prison, people get stabbed all the time. Violate a rule, you get stabbed, depending on how severe that rule that you violated is, or if you come with bad charges on your name. Period. Prison is violent, which is why I encourage y'all not to come to prison. I've had people try to stab me. It's not a good feeling. I've stabbed people multiple times. I don't know if y'all ever been in a situation where you had to actually stick iron in another human being. That's crazy work. Imagine having to do that. But it's that environment. Either you're going to become that environment, unfortunately, and it's nothing to brag about. I'm not bragging about that shit. It's survival. I've made it on this main line all these years around some of the hardest gang members from all over the state of California, man. From the north to the south. All over the state of California, bro. The hardest gang members that you can think of, I've been around. I've been on yards with these guys. I've seen, right, people lose their lives. I've seen people try to take other people's lives. I've seen a man get stabbed up so bad where they had to pull the helicopter down on the yard, throw him on that motherfucker, and hurry up and rush him off to try to save his life. Period. That's what prison is. A lot of those guys that end up on the 50-50 PC SNY yards, right? A lot of those guys have seen that. May have stepped in, they seen it. Oh, hell no. I don't want no parts of that. They might have smut on their name, bad charges or anything, right? They might not even been in the prison for a month yet and seen some tragic shit happen and they didn't want no parts of it. And guess what? They finna go turn theyself in to the program office. They gonna go drop a kite on theyself to get theyself off the yard. That's what a lot of these dudes do. You feel me? So all that anger that you see coming from these dudes when you see them jumping on these big platforms, or the ones that got these big platforms that has that harsh criticism for what they once lived up under, hey, that's why. Dirty D, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. Salute, 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 my brethren. KD Nitty. KD say Compton is more than P-Funk and CC Riders. It definitely is. Definitely is. Face the Music said you should pull up in a live roundtable and let's talk about it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that on this, Brody. But however, hey, yeah, we can definitely get to that. You know, I love having you on, Face. So, when I hit the actual studio, we can definitely do that. Black said, salute, Black. I'm glad you was able to make the live, Brody. Much love and respect to you. He said, dude, a part of the Northern Riders. He got it all tatted on him. You heard of them? Yeah, I heard of them, bro. The Northern Riders is a different sector. They have different sectors of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely heard of it. You know, he's a piece of crap. You know what I mean? The truth said, you know, we live in a time where people comfortable hiding behind phones. Yeah, I do know that, bro. And that's the problem. That's the problem. But these dudes that's doing that shit, right? Go look at their platforms and look how big it is. Look how many people was actually subscribed to that shit. Look how many people give them these voices and superiority to feel comfortable enough to be able to jump behind it. You see, if you seen the video that this fool made, he said it boldly with his flabby ass chest out. I'm finna piss some people from Compton off and I don't give a fuck. Just like that. He's a buster. Straight up. He's a straight up buster, a cell soldier, because he would comfortably do that hidden wherever the fuck he hiding at right now, right? Like the little mouse that he is, right? In that little dark room where he be making them videos at, behind that camera, but he would never show his come down here to Southern California, right? Go to these prideful cities that you got all this criticism for and say that to these people's face. If you're so hard and you're so high strung about this situation. That's what I challenge this fool to do. He's not gonna do it. Dexter Robertson, salute to you, Brody. Glad you was able to make the live. I send my love and respect to you as always. Dirty said Jonathan is a snitch with a with a GL on his head. I agree. And as it should be, the kid said, yeah, I got you. I'm not saying, he said, I got you. I'm not saying about you. For sure, the kid, man, hey, salute to you, brody. The kid said, I seen a lot of videos where people are talking shit about Mexicans because of that dude. Fuck that dude. He trash. Hey, I hate to see that. And again, the kid, like I said, that's that's why I made it clear, right? I try to take the approach, right, when I come to this platform of how I approach my way of living in this prison. You have to approach with respect. You know what I mean? Because I know all of y'all don't endorse that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know this. I know this for a fact, Brody. I know this for a fact. So I had to make it perfectly clear, right, in the beginning of this, before I even started going there on this fool, that this in no way, shape, form, or fashion cast a shadow over the whole entire Hispanic race. That's bull. For anybody that's not making that clear, that's bullshit. You feel me? And you have some people, unfortunately, that will take this situation and try to utilize it as race based. So for views. And then they gonna turn around and try to call it content, but that's bullshit. And what people need to understand, and that's why I say certain aspects of prison, as far as people's approach and the lack thereof respect, for one another, that shit it needs to be put out there. And you know, certain shit can get you hurt. Certain shit can get people hurt, bro. And I know this better than anybody, which is why my approach on this platform is exactly how I carry myself in here. I have to be around a whole bunch of dudes all day, every day, from everywhere, from all aspects of life. But guess what? I've been living up under this structure for all these years, and I don't have a problem with it. If I can respect these dudes in here in this environment with me, how the fuck can I not respect y'all out there? How can I not be embracive and inclusive to everybody that's out there? I don't have beef with people out there. I'm trying to exist amongst y'all in peace. The only ones that I got a problem with is these PCs that's misleading the public. You got a lot of young youth that's out there, man, that occupy this space, that look at a lot of this content, bro. And it's crazy that I have to get on here and dispel a lot of the bullshit that's put out there, bro. I don't have a problem with it though, cause that's part of my journey. That's part of my journey. I don't want people getting hurt behind any of this shit. You feel me? But if a person is so boldly to jump out there and do what this piece of shit did, right? 69 minus 10 with a J at the end, right? Then whatever his fate becomes behind that, or behind any of the bullshit rhetoric that he put out there, then so be it. That's God's will. And we got to allow God to do his job to people that put themselves in that position. Point blank, period. Kitchen Savvy said, finally made it live. Love from Phoenix, brother. Hey, man, shout out to Phoenix AZ. I'm glad you was able to make it, man. Salute to you, my brethren. All love, all love, all love, man. Salute to you, for real, for real. Face the Music say, I'm out here with all the shorelines. Oh, yeah, man. Face stay out there. Face stay at Venice. You feel me? He said 2 times, though. For sure, for sure. Katie Nitty said, Eastside Compton Pie Rules. Grew up with CV7, ate and played together. That's right, bro. That's right. Hey, and hey, KD, you definitely got a great mind. Hey, you know that. I've told you that before, right? And You saying that mean everything. It mean everything to me, and I'm almost sure that it means that much more, right? To the Hispanic guys that is checking this out, that feel attacked from other people that's doing this content about this piece of shit. People need to make that shit clear, bro. If you're gonna do content, bro, make it clear that this one person, right, don't speak for the whole entire race. This is one person. I've only seen if there's other people that's doing it, that's Hispanic, that's taking the same approach that this piece of shit doing. I ain't seen it. I only seen this one dude, and he's a PC rat. North X Northaniel X. Let me make that clear. X. They been cast this mark ass about they out they collective. You feel me? Apex General Ape, salute, salute. Two men from East. What's up, Brody? I send my love and respect to you. Glad you was able to make the live, Brody. He said, even when I miss a live, I watch it and catch up on the topics. That's right, bro. Hey, that's what it's for. That's why I always say I send all my love to the people that's able to catch it later, because I know it's a lot of people that got a lot of responsibilities out there. Working, taking care of their kids. Kids probably got football, basketball games, or whatnot. It's people got responsibilities, and I salute that. So anytime y'all are able to catch it, if you're not able to catch the immediate live and you're able to catch it later, I send my love to all of y'all always. You feel me? I'm very thankful and appreciative of all y'all, bro. Pam, what's up, sis? Glad you was able to make it. Salute, salute. Send all my love and respect to you as well. Black Six Ear. He said, "You a nurse or locked up?" You asking am I a nurse because of this blue shirt? Hey, I would much rather be a nurse. You feel me? The blue shirt and the glasses, right? But no, I'm not a nurse. I'm actually incarcerated right now. I'm in prison on a level 4 general population yard. Black Six Ear said, disregard, I know now. Okay, okay. Trazy World says, shout out Do Rock on the set. Gangsters. That's right, Brody. Shout out to you, man. Triples. David said, 69 minus 10 with a J at the end is a double dropout. Went PC and dropped out from the Northern Riders too. Oh yeah, man. Hey, and all that bitterness of what happened to him and him not being able to go back to them, right? Is where all this bullshit come from. That's how it always happened with these dudes that get X'd out. And then they go over there and get on the bullshit and get back out like they've been active and been cracking, and they not. That's what be tripping me out. All of them is like that. All of them. And that's why I'm going to stay on their ass. Period. Everybody else can dance around that shit. I'm not dancing around. Fuck them. Straight up. All they going to do is snitch like they do, bro. That's what they do. They're going to, if I said his name or, you know what I mean? Like, or played some of his bullshit content, all he going to go is going to drop a kite like they do. You feel me? Sam Q, is that West LA? He said top of the evening to the chat. One love, West LA. That's right, Brody. Salute to you. I'm glad you was able to make the live. All love and respect. Dalmu Robbins, my brethren, man, what's up, Brody? I'm glad you was able to make the live. I send all my love and respect to you as well. Hope everything is good with you, Brody. Marshawn. Oh, what's up? What's up, Dude Dirty? Send my love and respect to you, bro. Glad you was able to make the live, bro. All love, all respect. You already know. That's my bro right there, man. Front Street. Katie Nitty say our tribes are stronger when the respect level is high on both sides. That's absolute truth. That is absolute truth, man. And hey, I tell you, I've said it all the time, right? The strongest that I've seen the Crips and the Bloods, right, was doing riots in prison. You feel me? Where you actually got Bloods and Crips like this, just arm in arm, getting cracking. Survival is survival. That strength is like no other. It's like no other. You feel me? And even when we're not riding and going at it with other races and all that shit and everything is strong and cool, between the races and all that shit, that's beautiful. I cannot get on here in front and lie and tell y'all in the times of today how things is in prison today, where it ain't all the riots and shit going on these level 4 yards no more like how it used to be. This is the most wonderful thing that I've seen. But you got Hispanics and blacks walking around, you know what I'm saying? Not all tensed up. I mean, prison is prison. It's going to be, level 4 is definitely going to be what a level 4 is. However, all the riots and all that shit, it's not happening. It's not happening, and that's a blessing. That's a blessing, bro. You feel me? To see dudes not going at it like that and people getting stabbed and losing their life and getting airlifted and all this shit, that's a blessing. I don't know any conscious man that would want to wake up to that every day. That's a psychopath that look forward to that type of shit. I don't look forward to it. I value my life. Straight up. Katie Nitty said, my Mexican homie's mom fed me and my loved ones. I will never forget that. Hey man, I had some, where I come from, the community is mixed. It's half Mexican, half blacks. It was a family of them that lived right next door to us, right? And they was in my household all the time, playing with, and I believe my little brother and them is still friends with them that stayed next to us to this day. And some of them start gang banging. You feel me? But they never brought that shit to us. I never brought gang banging to them. These are people that was in our household. These are people that played at the house, or my little brother and them played with them, and you know what I'm saying? That's just the dynamics of those environments, bro. That's some real shit. So hey, KD Nitty, I feel that. Trust and believe, I feel that. Pam says stronger together, absolutely. Freedom Ain't Cheap said, OG Do Rock, Compton Rick Rock, he said he's a G homie from the Nutties. Cuz I don't know him personally. I know he's a content creator, but personally, no, I don't know him. I know a lot of his homies though. Most definitely. King Grover said, hey, Creed, any Mexicans from Do Rock? Oh, is it? Is it? Hell yeah, it's a gang of Mexicans from Do Rock. Active too. Active. Extremely active. It's a gang of them. A gang of them, bro. That's no cap. Crazy World said, gotta tap in to Do Rock Creep Show. Every live, every video, cuz keep it real and respectful. Fuck who don't like it. Keep grinding, keep going, homie, for sure, Brody. Man, it's my job, duty, and obligation, right, to come here and present myself as I do in here, as I am around my homies. When I come and talk to y'all, when I come sit at this round table with y'all, this is how when I'm with my homeboys in here, right, this is how I talk to them. They will tell you that. That's a fact. This is exactly how I talk to them. The same subjects, the same temperament, the same everything. There's no difference, bro. I don't come on here and fake the funk. You know what I mean? The same exact everything, bro. You feel me? But it's important that, I can't come misrepresent who I am. I don't come on here trying to be extra. I'm not extra, you know, overhyping who I am. It's a whole bunch of people out there that know me, that's been in prison with me, that has walked the yard with me. You feel me? That know the real creep. You feel me? So I don't come to put no extras on anything. However, what I do speak on, the things that I do speak on, the things that I have presented to this roundtable, right? All truth, all factual, and I stand on it. Point blank, period. Salute to you, though, crazy world, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate that, for real, for real. Pam said, quick question. Do you allow your Spanish friends say the N word? My daughter friend was using that word. I almost smacked her and put her out my car. What's your take? Well, my thing on that is this, right? Uh, I've talked about this before, right? Um, I have an issue with that based on the fact that you do have some racist Hispanics, right? That moniker their gang NK, right? Meaning the disparaging word towards blacks with the hard ER at the end, right? With killer up under it. They moniker their hood after that, right? And they live by that. So for somebody to live by that and then turn around and you're using that word, my nigga this, my nigga that, this, and that, right? That's what I got an issue with. You feel me? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna always have an issue with that, man. Just based on, like, if you're calling yourself, um, uh, uh, basically that's race hate, right? So if you hate this specific race, why are you using the lingo that race made popular? That word stems from the derogatory word that we was called by these slave masters. And we took that word, instead of allowing it to break us, we took that word and put a spin on it amongst ourselves. You feel me? And I know people be like, well, people put that word in music and in hip hop, and they want people or everybody to embrace the hip hop, so they should be able to say the word, right? Because they're embracing hip hop. Well, there's no problem with you embracing hip hop. You can embrace whatever you want, right? But if you're saying that you hate this specific race, why would you turn around and utilize the same lingo that this race that you say that you're a killer of and will assassinate? Why would you use that word? Why would you take that and try to make it yours? That's what don't make sense to me. So yeah, I do have a problem with that. The truth is, said, I am from your city. When we moved for years, the Mexican family next door opened their doors to me and my family. That's how it is out there, bro. Look, let me tell y'all something. Bro. In my city, the city of Monrovia and Duarte, right? A lot of us, meaning blacks and Hispanics, grew up together. We went to the same schools. We ate the same foods. We walked the same streets. We went to the same carnivals. We went to the same everything. A lot of us grew up together. And then as we grow, some of them start gang banging. Some of us start gang banging. And when you join those opposing gangs that is beefing with each other, that gives shit a whole different dynamic. Now, it's a whole bunch of them that I grew up with that ended up being from the sections that don't get along with my section, right? And these are guys that, like I said, that I've been in their house. You feel me? I might have messed with one of their sisters, you know? And in a lot of cases, when certain situations happen, and I caught one of them or they've caught me, right? Certain passes was given. I would never go to their house and do nothing to them. I know they mama, they sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just a different level of game banging. You feel me? But that was the makeup of that environment. No reparations, no folks. Salute. Glad you was able to make the live, bro. Send all my love and respect to you as always. King Grover said, hell no, Pam, fuck no. Straight up. King John, what's up, man? I send my love to you as well, man. Shout out to the Oak Parks. Shout out to Sack. Glad you was able to make the live, Brody. G Bravado, what's up, bro? Salute to you. I send my love and respect to you as well. Glad you was able to make the live. Pam said, King, I thought I was tripping. J. Cool said, from a former CO perspective, I, as well as most officers, respect those mainline inmates during their time and program with honor and respect. Where did everything in the California system turn upside down? Salute to you, bro. J. Cole, salute to you. He said he's a former CO, and he just told y'all his perspective on the main line, right? And as you know, J. Cole, right, how the administration tried to twist things up with the 50-50 thing, right? Calling themselves giving those the opportunity to go down to these lower level yards that has been on the level force for however long they've been on there, right? But the twist is they're trying to make people function with these people, right? Who may have done horrible things to kids, right? Or function with the homosexuals, right? Now we both know. Let's just approach the homosexual thing. When the homosexuals is on the main line, I've told y'all, right? You had dudes that was messing with them dudes, right? And a lot of these dudes was gang members. A lot of these dudes was from different neighborhoods. So when they start messing with these people, right, sexually, they would fall in love with these men, right? And they would end up getting into it with other dudes that would mess with the same homosexuals. And these other dudes was other gang members. So when you got two different guys from different gangs going at it with each other behind this homosexual, and these dudes are still having their attachments to their neighborhoods, that's bringing these gangs into it. People got tired of that shit. So all that shit got abolished off the main line. All of them was sent to these 50-50 PC, SNY yards, right? That's where they're all at now. So now you got them, and then you got the dudes that come to prison with the bad charges on them, right? Now, again, I point out to the people, like I've pointed out before, right? Let's just say I got a daughter, and a guy inappropriately sexual assault my little daughter, and before I can have any type of street justice done to him, he get arrested, bam, he's in jail. Now he's being charged with this. I got to go in court and sit and watch this dude, and we know the court proceedings last, that shit can last for years, right? I got to go and sit and look at this person and not be able to wring his motherfucking neck like he's supposed to have done. And I got to be content with just him getting however much time, and then he get to go live peacefully in somebody's fucking jail or prison. In the meantime, my child is messed up in the head, traumatized by what this chomo did to her. Right? So as long as my child is hurting, I'm hurting. I would never be able to get a good night's sleep knowing that this person is living comfortably in some fucking jail cell and nothing has happened to him. right? Bam. Now fast forward. Level 4 general population mainline yard. He make it to one of those yards, right? Everybody got kids. Got a lot of dudes in here in prison that got kids, they got daughters that's out there. We can't protect them like we would want to. As a father would want to protect his baby girl, right? We can't do it because we're unfortunately in here. So bam, a person that has done any harm to a kid hit a mainline prison yard. The number one thing that's gonna pop in our head is, okay, it wasn't my daughter, but it was somebody else's daughter. It could have been my daughter, right? That alone, that rage and that fury, just off that thought alone, I got to get him. There's no way in hell that I can look at myself in the mirror knowing that I'm coexisting with somebody that done something to somebody's daughter when it could have been my daughter. That's fucked up. So again, the administration is changing all this. This is where everything, that question that you just asked, J. Cool, where everything, as far as the administration, see, we know the people in Sacramento, they ain't not the ones that got to work on the yards. They not the people that got to walk on and off the yards every day to work. You feel me? They are sitting comfortably somewhere, basically playing chess with the guards and with the inmates. You know what I mean? And that's where everything is getting fucked up because they don't have to walk that beat, bro. And they definitely not the ones that got to do the time. So them trying to mix everything up, all up the way that they've done these level 1s, 2s, and 3s, that's bad business. That's bad business. And I can't, in my right mind, ever recommend anybody, if by chance you dudes come to jail, you mess up, and you got to do prison time, right? There's no way I can encourage you to go to one of those yards because you're definitely placing a target on yourself, whether you know it or not. Whether these ignorant ass older dudes, not all, but some, that's recommending y'all to go to these bullshit yards. That's why I took such great offense when I had people actually asking me, so if you had like a year and they told you if you go over there, you wouldn't, man, get the fuck out of here. Would you allow a pedophile to sleep in your house with your kids? That's what you asking me to do. You feel me? And the 50-50 shit is still PCSNY. Period. Period. There's no split. There's no separation. They're all mixed in together. They can be in a cell with a homo. They can be in a cell with a chomo. They can be together. They occupy the same space. There's no separation of nothing. There's no way. Come on, man. I got too many kids in my family for that. Nah, I'll take great offense to that. Period. Miss Golden said, love, is there any women PC? Oh, that's a good question. PC, and do they get treated the same? In all honesty, I don't believe that the women have, as I'm pretty sure they have some sort of isolation for them, right? But I don't believe that it's to the extreme like it is with the men. That's a damn good question, though. That is an absolute great question. And I'm definitely going to have to do some research more on that because that's something that ain't nobody thought about even asking. That is the greatest question of the night, Miss Golden. For real, for real. King Grover said, I never accept that shit. We gonna get cracking. Soon as I hear it. You say the N-word around me and you ain't black, it's a problem. Even if you from my set. I never mind like that shit. Straight up. Pam said, it rubs me the wrong way, respectfully. Hey, man, yeah, man. Damien K8K, salute to you. Glad you was able to make the chat. He said, hey, man, say, man, hey. He said, I'm here with your homie, Kilo from Do Rock Crib. Oh, okay. For sure. Salute to both of y'all, Brody. Pam said, "Ooh, no reparations, no votes." Said, "Oh man, nasty work." Yes. J. Cool said, I worked Salinas Valley and the level 180 was all solid, 100% men, no funny business. There was accountability across all factions. I fully respect you and all the real mainline inmates standing tall. Man, hey, thank you. Hey, bro, Salinas Valley. I tell people all the time, right? That was a cold ass gladiator school. Point blank period, especially that one. Now don't get me wrong, the level the 270, the B yard was the 270 yard, the 180 yards was C yard and D yard, right? When I first got there, I got there right after Salinas Valley opened up to the C yard, the absolute worst place I have ever been. um I probably seen more people get shot with that Mini 14 in that prison than I've seen anywhere, right? Because of all the riots. You feel me? But that's everything that he just pointed out, and that's how I know he worked there, because it was a certain standard that you had to live by. You had a lot of reputable dudes from everywhere. You know what I mean? The Crips, the Bloods, the Southern Hispanics, the Northaniels that was there. Like, dudes was really, really taking care of their business, bro. That's what I can say. That's what I can say. And it was an extremely dangerous place. Salinas Valley was extremely dangerous. That's real. Shout out to you, J. Cool, man. For real, for real. Salute. I'm glad you made the live as well. I'm glad you put this in the chat, Brody. For real, for real. And this is coming from a former CO, a former correctional officer who worked in the prison. King Grover said, cheers, J. Cole. Yeah, man, we salute him in full. King John said, preach, brother. Class in session, for sure, for sure. King John, for sure, Brody. No reparations, no votes, said, as DP would say, 50-50 equals 100% all bad. That is a actual factual statement. I don't know where these dudes get off trying to make it seem like because they're saying 50-50, right? That that's a good thing when it ain't. Because those of us that know better, we know, like, come on, bro. Come on. There's no separation there. The 50-50 shit comes from the administration trying to bump down the dudes that are on level 4 yards down to these lower level yards. But the twist of that is you have to sign off being willing to go program with PCs. So once you sign and say, yeah, I can go program with the PCs, you are now a PC. Right? Point blank, period. Because guess what? Once you sign that paper saying that you can go coexist with them prison yards, look, just do this. Google one of those prison yards that they call in 50-50, right? And see what it says. It got to have protective custody, S and Y. It got to have that. It's not gonna say general population have. It's not gonna say have general population, have PC. It's not gonna say that. It's gonna say one thing: S and Y protective custody. So once you sign off, you make the decision. They're not forcing you to. You're making the decision to go program with them. And you have to sign the paper. Once you sign that paper, you are an official PC. You can't go over there, mess up, and then come back. Why you think people tell you, oh, you can go over there, just don't go back to a level 4. Don't do it. Because they know you are official PC. That is stamped and approved on you. Now, the PCs that are over there, they can't sign no paper and say they can go to a level 4 general population yard. It's not gonna happen. Period. You feel me? So don't be fooled, people. When y'all hear that 50-50 shit, don't be fooled by it. It's all PC. Miss Golden said, "LOL." Okay, hey, that was a great question, man. Um, Again, like the women's prison down, they got some dangerous, women that's locked up, right? But as far as how they house the people that need protective custody, that I'm not sure of, right? But I know as far as the men prison go, shit, the PCs outnumber the general population now. They got the level ones, all the level twos, and 98%, 99% of the level threes. So the only thing that's left mainline is the level fours, with the exception of three or maybe four level three prisons. All the rest, PC. Pam said, if I ever go to jail in California, I'm going straight to PC. You were crazy, Pam. No reparations, no vote said maybe he can tell us about women prison. Oh, you talking about J. Cool? J. Cool might know something about the women's prison. Pam said, I'm a tax paying, law abiding citizen. Stay that way. Stay that way, Pam. You crazy. Stay that way, damn it. Pam said, King, I gotta keep it 100 and not embarrassed. That's right. And again, hey, shit, you're not gang related. You feel me? I can't criticize nobody that's not gang related. That if you chose to go over there, shit, go over there. Do what you gotta do. Black Black Six Ears said, why doesn't the discipline in prison not transfer to the streets? What's the disconnection? Well, the disconnection is a lot of the dudes that is out, right, don't have a connection to the people that's in prison now. I believe that that's by choice. You feel me? Because you got a lot of reputable guys, man, that has been in prison. Like I told y'all the other day, I remember talking to some young baby insanes from Long Beach, and I'm telling them about they big homie OG Willie Gaither, the dude, one of the founding fathers of the Long Beach Crips, started the Crips in Long Beach, right? I remember telling them about that because he was my cellie, and their response to that was crazy, to say the least. Like no respect. You feel me? But then again, like they a lot, and that comes from a lack of knowing their history as well. It's a lot of that. And then you got a lot of dudes that are out there that may be of age that was in bad standings and ended up getting ran off. The real dudes got locked up. Once the real dudes got locked up, the dudes that was in bad standings made their way back out there. And so all the young dudes, all they know, okay, this is an older homie, but they not understanding he done got ran off years ago, and the only reason he back is because all the real niggas is locked up. In a lot of cases that has happened, and they get misled by these dudes. That's a fact. Miss Golden said, yeah, got to do research on that. We definitely going to do some research on that because that's probably the most interesting question that has been asked. You feel me? I give my expertise on prison from a man's perspective. I haven't had any contact with any females that was incarcerated in prison in a very long time. You feel me? No reparations, no votes said, I hear women prison or more a family atmosphere. I can actually see that happening. I can actually see it being like that, right? But the great question that Miss Golden asked is like, if by chance somebody is in bad standings, and like, where do they go? Where are they sent? Because it's not a lot of women prisons. You feel me? So that's definitely a great question. But yeah, man, hey, shout out to all the homies in Compton, man. Crips and down moves, you know, unfortunate stuff has taken place, a lot of people, giving their opinions on it that ain't even from there, and people were saying, if stuff is put on the internet, that gives people the right to say this and say that, right? Well, okay, but I can't accept a PC, a dropout that's saying race baiting things and targeting people and saying that this community is weak when they are actually they the ones that's dealing with the grief and everything that comes with what transpired. They the ones that's dealing with that, not that Mark, not that rat. You feel me? He's somewhere safe. He's recording videos, in a very very hidden space, away from the world, protected, where nobody can get to him, calling somebody weak, and you the one that went PC. You the one that got stabbed up. You the one that violated whatever rule that got you sent to a PC yard. You the one that's weak. What gives you the right to speak on something you're not even from Southern California at that? I don't care if it's put on the internet or not. You feel me? Go back to your community and try to make things right with the people where you come from. Can't do that, can you? Right? How about you highlight out the fucked up shit that's going on with ICE right now, doing this bullshit to the Hispanic race? How about you highlight that out? You weirdo. How you gonna jump and skip over that shit? Because that's making headlines too. That shit is important too. But you skip over that and you attack a whole community? Saying it's weak? No, nigga, you weak. Until you prove otherwise of stepping out the little crevices that little mice hide in and shit, right? Make your way, travel on down to Southern California, make your way to one of these communities. Matter of fact, make your way to that community that you did that video on. How about you do that and tell them that they're weak to their face? Until you are willing to do that, shut your bitch ass up. Period. Period. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear your opinion about nothing. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. 69 minus 10 with a J at the end. Period. Come on, Compton look weak. Pointing out all blacks. That shit crazy. Pam said, not shut your bitch ass. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not dancing around it. You feel me? I'm calling a ball, a strike a strike. Point blank period. I'm not dancing around it. I'm not dealing with these PC dudes that choose to jump out there. If you choose to jump out there on some tough shit, right? And you're speaking spicy like this dude was speaking, right? In full complete attack mode, because that's exactly what he called himself being in, right? By saying the shit that he was saying, trying to point out the bullshit that he was pointing out, right? Taking his little pop shots at people, right? That's exactly what he is. That's some buster shit. Climb up out that crevice where you hiding at. 69 minus 10 with a J at the end. Climb up out of there, bro, and go to that community, right? That you have all this harsh criticism for, and face them people and tell them how you feel. Don't do it behind the safety of no camera, because that make you a bitch like I just called you, right? Your mother and your father should be looking at you in complete disgrace because you are a bitch. Their son is has female tendency. Point blank period. Point blank period. Pam said that was a good one. King John said you're throwing straight strikes. LOL. Hey man, I got to, bro. I don't come here to play with these people, bro. You feel me? And one of the reasons why I'm so adamant about this is because these dudes attack me. You feel me? They've had some jump in the chat trying to attack. They've had some go to my Instagram, try to attack, go to my social media, try to attack with false shit, and I hit them with all facts. I hit them with truth. You feel me? And the bullshit that they try to come at me with, we laugh about that shit. We laugh about it because it's all PC tactics. Right? And the truth hurt them. Point blank period. I went, my boy 16 of Life did a video. He was beefing with a couple of very popular dropouts. Right? We're gonna say that. And I'm definitely not gonna say their name because they are the biggest rats on the internet, right? But I go to his comment section in full support of him. They see that. Next thing you know, they jumping in my chat. Oh, this person said you a dropout crip. Right? These dudes making fake profiles. They making fake profiles, jumping in the chat saying this bullshit over and over and over, right? Like I'm not knowing that it's these actual people that bro was beefing with. They are known for using all these fake profiles and shit, right? And they keep saying this like it's supposed to affect me and throw me off my mission, in which it don't. Y'all waste y'all time, bro. You feel me? Point blank period. Y'all wasting y'all time. However, they come in attack mode because the truth will always be a threat to them. As long as I have a platform, right, with a very, very strong, opinionated voice and bringing nothing but truth and facts, I will always be considered a threat to them. So guess what they do? If I mess up by chance and say one of their names or try to do a reaction to one of their video, they waiting in the cut. They watch. I know they watch. You feel me? I know they watch. They would never admit it. But I know they watch. I know they're keeping a very watchful eye, just like a whole bunch of these other motherfuckers, right? Oh, I don't watch this content. I watch all content. I watch all them niggas shit. Everybody. Those that I like, those that I don't like. I watch everybody shit. I'm not one of them dudes that's going to get on here and lie in front. Oh, man, I'll be too busy throughout my day. I don't have time to watch YouTube and see what I do. You got to know your playing field. You got to know your playing field. Point blank period. You got to know who is who. You got to know who's buddy with who. Who's working up under the table with who. But to come and act like they don't deal with this person or that person. You got to know who motherfuckers really is. Because there's some shady ass motherfuckers on this YouTube app. It really is. It really is. There's a lot of fake phony ass motherfuckers on here. You feel me? So I watch everybody's shit. You feel me? Whether I like them or not. Because I just so happen to, just like how I told y'all, when I go to a new prison and I hit the yard, I want my homeboys to lace me up on every single thing that's going who's who. You feel me? I want to know. So just by chance, if something go down or it get cracking, I know exactly who to get. And I know how to get them. I sit back and I study the game. Point blank period. Got to study the playing field. So yeah, I watch everybody's shit. Everybody. That excludes nobody, including the PCs. Everybody. Better believe it. Crazy World says, shout out China Man, Damian Porter. He been on them P dudes, even his homies that went 50-50. Hey, Damian Porter is on point with everything, Brody. You know what I'm saying? He be on point with everything. Miss Golden said, I got to go back and watch DP Reaction Classic. Oh, yeah. Talking about the blood. Oh, man. Hey, if y'all not on my Instagram, right, go to my Instagram. I just put some new content up on there in regards to Zesty Blood. I told y'all, man, a treasure chest of stuff when it comes to this guy. Treasure chest. Treasure chest. Point blank period. So go to my Instagram. I'm on there as Trey underscore Mace. TRAY underscore MASE. Right? Go check out the latest things that I just dropped on Zesty Blood. Nasty, nasty work. Straight up. King John say, I know exactly who you're talking about. Straight rat. Shaking my head. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. King John, you know exactly who I'm talking about, bro. It's two of them, right? That 16 Life was beefing with, right? One of them he called out for a boxing match. His buster ass still ain't said nothing. Straight up buster. You know what I mean? And the other dude he called out for a boxing match. Oh no, my people won't let me do this. My people, your people don't want you. You're not part of the people no more. Mark, what you talking about? You a free agent now. Get your buster ass in the ring and box. Or shut your bitch ass up too. Point blank period. These are all PCs. Point blank period. No reparations, no votes. Say Chill dropped a diss record on him. Absolutely. That motherfucker was hard as I don't know what. Absolutely. That motherfucker was hard. That diss track was hard. Straight up. She'll be doing this thing on that microphone, man. For real, for real. Go over to 16 to Life channel, you know what I mean, and check out his content, check out his songs, man. He especially that diss song that he did on them PCs. You feel me? Took a big old crap on him. But yeah, them fools was making fake profiles, jumping in the chat, saying that they was saying, oh, this person said that you was they naming themselves. They was actually naming themselves, right? It was like two or three different people that was jumping in the chat saying the same identical shit. Oh, this person was saying you was a dropout crib. Said this shit over and over. Okay, if they said that, fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It came as no surprise to me. As soon as I seen 16 to Light calling them out for the fade and trying to set up the boxing match and all that, right? I go over there. Oh yeah, bro, you gonna max them out. I said whatever I said, right? In the comment. Next thing you know, here they come. Here they come. These motherfuckers got like 50 different profiles, fake profiles, the same shit. All the PCs do the same identical things. Zesty Blood and them too. Zesty Blood, I swear to God, this nigga got like 50 different fake profiles. And he got these prostitutes and these transgenders that he pay. That is a actual fact. I got receipts. Go to my Instagram, y'all see it all. I just put some new shit on them today. You know, this dude calling the prison. He is calling the prison, snitching on dudes, saying that they got cell phones and selling drugs. Right? This is what happens on the 50/50 SNY PCRs. This is the type of shit that they do, bro. This is why they get uplifted off the main line for shit like that, snitching. They are calling the prison snitching, telling that niggas got phones and selling drugs. This is what they doing. Zesty Blood, hey, go to my Instagram, TRAY_MASE. I just put some new stuff up today. You feel me? This dude is admitting to having sexual relations with underage little girls. Right? Not only that, but caught up. All this is audio recording of his voice. Shout out to damn homie, right? Audio recording of this guy, right? Calling the prison snitching on niggas, man. This is what they do, bro. This is what they do. Facts. Facts. I don't have to come here and make up nothing. All truth. All truth. And just so happened, one of the little prostitute girls that he had jumping in my chat, talking shit, right? Talking shit. Just so happened, I got video footage of her getting her ass beat. Just dropped that too. It's on my thing. right? This girl taking pictures with dried up, I don't want to say the word because I ain't trying to get, YouTube on me, right? Um, Body fluids. Just put it that way. Dried up body fluids, right? In between her wig and her forehead. You feel me? The same girl getting her feet whooped. Getting her feet whooped on video. The same girl that jumped in my comments woofing. It caught up to her. You feel me? Reparations, no vote said, listen, I brought his first album. His flow is not like Curtis Blow. That's what he be saying. That's what my boy 16 to Life be saying. His flow ain't nothing like Curtis Blow. It ain't. It ain't. You feel me? No reparations, no votes say, oh hell no. Who want to program around PCs with this bullish, acting like he works for the state? Yeah, man, he's worse than he's actually worse than what be crazy is you got a lot of those dudes that are PCs that think they can do the CO's job better than the CO's. And in some cases they can. That's facts. They will crack a case like no other. That is actual factual. And these PCs that we dealing with in these times right now, oh my God, bro. They push like they the biggest gangsters in the world. And they will use any and every tactic to get you removed and out the way with no hesitation. You feel me? The stuff that I just dropped on that dude on my Instagram is all proof of that. I want y'all to go over there, go down, because it's a whole lot. I put a whole lot on there about him. Just go through my Instagram and just go down. It's a lot. Just keep going down, man. Keep going down until you don't see no more about Zesty Blood, because it's a lot. The truth is said, and he out here walking free. Oh, this fool is in prison still. He's on the PC yard. He ain't out. He gonna get out in a few years, and that's something else that I want the ladies out there to know, right? All you ladies, all you wonderful ladies, right? This is why I'm putting him out there on blast, right? Because he messes with transgenders, him and his celly, right? They share a transgender. They flip the transgender. When they not flipping the transgender, they flipping each other, right? That's a fact. They flipping each other. When they not flipping that transgender, I got video of them, like I've told y'all, eating chocolate drops off each other's belly button. This dude kissing all over the transgender hands and wiping his face and comfortably, as I would my beautiful woman, Miss Golden, right? If my woman, Miss Golden, was standing right here in front of me, I'm going to dip my face all in her crotch. Comfortably. This is how this guy did a man. He pulled this person. Go to my Instagram. It's all on my Instagram, man. Nasty, 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 nasty work. Nasty work. And look. I don't want people to get it twisted. If you are homosexual, I ain't got no beef with you. You feel me? None at all. And in no way, shape, form, or fashion is this a bully video, or am I targeting or harassing people that is part of that life, right? No way. No way. Not at all. This is for educational purposes only, YouTube. Not bullying, not harassing, none of that. So please, for educational purposes only, I'm educating the people about. I want people to understand that you have guys that portray to be these gangsters on these PC yards, these representatives of these different communities, right? That is getting down on the slender, proven fact, nothing made up, kissing all over men, eating chocolate drops off men's belly buttons and shit. wiping each other's mouth and caressing and hugging and all this, right? But then want to get in these relationships with women. So the educational part of this is women, be mindful that you do have these guys that get down like that, right? And I want to point out specifically these two guys, Zesty Blood and his cellmate, is doing this, right? Along with a whole bunch of other guys over there on them same yards that these guys is on. That's how they getting down. Facts. You feel me? And video footage cannot be disputed. Audio cannot be disputed. Pictures, screenshots cannot be disputed. I'm not angry at these guys. I don't know them. But for whatever reason, they chose to come mess with me. So my response to them harassing me is exposing the truth. Not harassing, not bullying. This is just strictly educational purposes only. Period. The truth said, yeah, I am done with this part. You know, Maniac. Pam said, Miss Golden going to catch it. Buckle up, hun. Get ready. Oh, hey, man, they didn't already try to make her a target. You feel me? They didn't already tried it, bro. But again, the truth hurt. There's nothing that they can say or do that is true. You feel me? I come with facts. I come with truth. I come with receipts. Always. Or I'm just not going to come at all. You feel me? Oh, Pam, I know what you're talking about. I'm slow. I am slow. I know what you're talking about. You are crazy. Miss Golden said, been ready. Y'all are crazy, crazy, crazy. No reparations, no votes. Say, nah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Yeah. No reparations, no votes. Say, they talking about black magic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Craziness, man. Craziness. 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 No reparations, no votes. Say, hell no. Oh, man. Hey, man, I'm finna get ready to get up out of here, man, and let y'all get back to y'all day, bro. Um, I just had to come on here because my bro asked me to get on this rat head. You feel me? And he knew that I wasn't going to tippy toe around this situation at all. Gloves off always when dealing with one of these busters. You feel me? That's hiding somewhere. That's making these videos that have absolutely zero attachments or connections to this tragedy and trying to profit off of it. And that's all it is. He's trying to profit off of it, and then he's trying to get people to respond. Some have bitten to where they've made these videos and not attacking him. You know what I'm saying? But rather casting the same shadow over everybody's head that may happen to be of Hispanic race. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying everybody did it. You know what I mean? But to make myself perfectly clear on who I'm talking about one person only, who happens to be a PC, rat, dropout, snitch, victim. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? Shout out to all the homies in Compton, Keyways, Damos, Southsiders, strong city, man. I can only send my condolences to the people that's out there that's still grieving, that's going through what they going through, bro. You feel me? And hopefully within time, y'all find a piece of heart, man. You feel me? But to the dudes that's casting any type of criticism, right? That's trying to profit off this situation. You feel me? Hey, man, I'm gonna reserve what I really want to say because YouTube would definitely ban me for that. You feel me? But yeah, I'm finna let y'all get back to the rest of y'all night, man. I appreciate everybody turning out and turning up, you know, for the platform. Y'all all part of the family. Y'all all part of the family. Y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all are the most important piece to this puzzle of this platform. Straight up, straight up, straight up, man. I love and appreciate you all. And that's real. You feel me? No reparations, no votes said. Hold your head, bruh, for sure, man. Likewise, man. I appreciate you all. Trazy World say free Do Rock Creek. We need older homies like cuz on the streets, man. For sure, bro. I appreciate all y'all, Brody. You feel me? Pam said free creep until it's backwards. For sure, sis. I appreciate you too as well. I want y'all to take care. I want y'all to stay safe, stay smart, stay vigilant. Do not allow these busters to interrupt y'all peace with this bullshit rhetoric, that they trying to put out there and profit from, sit back, and they trying to see people collide. You feel me? They actually trying to see people collide in this horrible tragedy, and that's fucked up. And you got a PC rat that think he's smart enough to be able to do this. Nah, 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 nah. You're X'd out. You're not part of that fraction no more. You feel me? Straight up. So I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking your community because I'm almost certain and positive that your community done been booted you up your ass and up out of there. Point blank, period. J-Dub, what's up, Brody? He said, what up, Creep? I send mine. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, my bro. You feel me? That's my Southside Serenio brethren right there, man. Happy birthday to you, my bro. I send all my love and respect to you, Brody. Salute. I hope you have the greatest birthday ever. For real, for real. Smoke some for me, bro. Drink a brewski for me. You feel me? For real, for real. I hope you surrounded by love, Brody. Jared Laws said, came late, but I'll see the replay. That's right, Jared Laws, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. For real, for real. I appreciate you. Welcome to the Roundtable family as well. Damu Robbins, he said, happy birthday, J-Dub. Continued blessings, bro. For sure, man. Hey, man, I love all y'all. Thank you all for showing up again. Thank you for showing out. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe out there, man. I want to see all my Roundtable family back here in one piece. The next time we meet at this Roundtable, we might take the weekend off. We might. It depends. It depends. You feel me? But I would never let y'all down, man. You feel me? But y'all take care. Y'all stay safe, man. And let the people that's in your life know that you love them, appreciate them while you can. Because as we've been seeing, tomorrow is promised to nobody. So let's take advantage of time while time is on our side right now. On that note, I'm finna get up out of here. Till the next time we meet at this round table, I love all y'all. Triple gang.